All right, welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about what's coming up next on The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 14. I can't believe it's been 14 episodes already, man, or at least 13 over with going into 14. That leaves 3 left for Season 9, which is quickly shaping up to be one of my favorite seasons. It is a real shame McFarlane Toys gave up on doing the box sets, man. I was excited for them ever since season 2. They had a zombie design. I mean, some really cool zombies. I'm looking on my shelf now. You got the RV Walker head, the Tree Walker from season 4. You got season 5 Melted Walker. Just a number of them. The Governor's fish tank was probably one of the most incredible, just because of how it's all the different separate pieces and it coming together. It's a shame because season 9 could probably have something truly epic with the Whisperers. Imagine you have the Whisperers are camouflaged as walkers. In the box sets, it's walker themed for every season except for season 9, which would be a Whisperer. Hence, it would still look like it was walker themed, but you can see the Whisper underneath, like a beta, like a beta bust head or something. Anyway, I don't know. That's such a shame. McFarlane Toys, what are you doing, bro? I mean, give the license to someone else. Anyway, we have 4 different things we're pulling from to discuss this episode. No spoilers, nothing from the spoiler community. We're pulling from the images that they have released, the still images. They release some for every episode. Not a lot for this episode, which in my opinion, usually means one of 2 things. Either they are actually hiding some big reveals, and if they show too much, it would reveal a little too much of what's going on, or this is going to be one of the weaker episodes of the season. That usually works, not with just The Walking Dead, but with entertainment all around the board. The less they show us, the more we get excited that they actually learned their lesson and not showed us too much. Or shown us too much, and then when we actually watch it or see what it is, all around, it's usually because there wasn't a lot really to show. But we have Daryl here dressed up like in the past, and then Michonne pregnant dressed up in the past, so it's kind of like the cold time of year here. So besides the still images, we have the 2 sneak peeks. One is Michonne indirectly telling Lydia she needs to leave. If she is the danger, she needs, and she really cares for these people, Henry and Daryl and Connie, especially with what they did, then she needs to take the danger away by leaving herself. Again, Michonne indirectly says that, but that's basically the point of what they discuss. And then another sneak peek of Daryl and Judith talking, and Judith asks if the Hilltop's in trouble, and then she asks what her dad would do regarding Lydia and the situation. So, and he doesn't really answer, and she's like, see, I told you so. And then we have the 4th one is the trailer. And in the trailer, it doesn't even show much except for they arrive at the gates of Alexandria. We see what I thought was Rick's real pipe gun, and then Judith had one that just looked like it, but I guess this is in Judith's box, so it looks like she might actually have Rick's gun. It doesn't really matter. I'm just pointing out that I think I was wrong there real quick when I saw that. Anyway, we do have scenes that look like it takes place in the past with Daryl in that specific outfit, Michonne in that specific getup, as well as this is present day, Michonne on the horse. She's not going to be riding that pregnant. Besides, this is her not pregnant in the same outfit as she was on the horse killing zombies, and she yells out for Judith, which leads me to believe. We'll get to the scar thing just briefly. We've been talking about it for months now. I know a lot of us are probably sick of it, but that's going to be the big reveal in this episode, or the big moment. When it comes to what I see here, I think it's going to heavily focus on Lydia, showing that she does have authentic feelings for Henry and them, and this way the audience needs to see it. We don't trust her, so it makes sense from a writing perspective. So if she actually takes Michonne's advice, it's cold advice too, and she does leave. Judith is the type of character we've already seen build up that she's going to go out to help her or something, and that would explain why Judith is out there and why Michonne's in a frantic, crazy mess looking for her. I mean, Michonne's frantic nature looking for Judith most likely is what brings on the flashbacks. I mean, it only makes sense that they would mix it up in some way, shape, or form like that. I mean, there's a million different ways they can do the flashback, but I think from what we got, it lines up pretty good. Now, when it comes to... let me just make sure we got that. Yeah, so from a writing perspective, Lydia's character showing the audience. Michonne also needs her character that kick in the ass where she needs the realization that what they've been doing, maybe it's been to the extreme, and she needs to soften up to the idea that they need to work with the other communities. So I think Michonne's heavy feature in this episode is going to play a role, maybe not taking her all the way down that path, but leading towards that conclusion, that she needs to soften up a bit and work with the communities. Now, when it comes to Daryl and Michonne, I think the main focus, like I said before, will be the scars, and we've showed images of the scars previously. The scars on Daryl's back, let's go over here to the upper scars. These have always been there. We still have people saying this means this and this means this. No, this scar, the X on his upper back, is 100% seen in season 3. I think it's 3, where Merle rips his shirt. It's 100%. Go watch it right now. It's there. It's confirmed. It looks a little different because they have, I would imagine, different people doing it. And this scar is here. Even when you go down to his lower back, this is actually the scar from Sophia. If you guys don't remember, he was looking for Sophia, and the horse kicked him off because it got spooked by a snake, and an arrow pierced his side. That's actually the scar from Sophia. That isn't there when Merle rips his shirt off, and the scar here, I'm trying to remember. These two are definitely there. This is the only new one. And I did a side-by-side. I took this scar and I took Michonne's scar, and I put them in a picture generator, faded them up, and then lined them up together. And they're exact, which means at first I thought maybe someone cut them, but they're exact. They line up perfectly, which means it's most likely a brand and branded by the same thing. I think it's silly that some other group caught them and brand them if they write that. It's so dumb. I mean, why would you brand them in an area you can't identify? Brands are supposed to be identifiers. That's why it's a brand. So you need to brand them somewhere where it's like easy to recognize. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to brand you, but in a convenient spot where no one notices it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the scar, and it's probably my all-time most curious yet most frustrating prediction, because I can't find anything that makes sense or lines up with these characters other than Daryl has these scars. He already has an X scar on his upper back, so maybe somehow down the line that gives them an idea to scar themselves, to forever remember a moment or a commitment or a bond between those two. I don't think it's romantic. I don't think it's sexual. I don't think RJ is Daryl's. I know there's a lot of weird theories going around there, but I feel like this is a bond between those two, something that's seared into their skin, into their flesh, and maybe it's a misdirect that it happens to be in the same area Rick was hurt. Yes, they know he was hurt. They found the blood. They found they found the blood, and they saw him bloody on the bridge. If you go back and rewatch it, Maggie even mentions he's hurt, and we see him clear as day from their point of view. He's holding his side. They know what side he got hit on. They know it is the rebar. Daryl drove past it. They could put 2 and 2 together. He fell, and it pierced him enough to where he was gushing blood. So I would imagine that whatever leads them out there, it has to do with everything as a whole, as far as blocking off the communities and just protecting our own. So I don't have anything interesting for you prediction-wise other than that. And I know it's not really that interesting. It's not exactly what I want. To be honest, I can't even think about what I want when it comes to the Scars brand. I'll be straight up and honest with you. This is the one, and probably the first time in years, I have had a prediction where I just threw up my hands and I'm like, guys, I don't know. I don't know what it could be, because so many different ideas and theories out there I so strongly disagree with there's no way I'll like it. There's no way to write it good on the show. Again, like a brand where you can't identify. It hurts my brain because it doesn't make any damn sense. But you guys are free to put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm so glad we're finally at the Scar reveal episode, because I've edited and done, I think, like the same Scar video but 3 different times, and it comes to the same thing. I just don't know. I don't even have an idea. You know what I mean? So put those thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. The only thing I'm for sure is I feel like Lydia is going to leave. Judith might even run out to help her, to bring her back or something. That'll bring Michonne out there looking for the 2, and it might even bring Michonne around to soften up and then invite Lydia back, and that'll lead us into the next episode with also the reveal of the scars. And yes, I do believe this is going to be a solo spotlight episode where we only focus on Alexandria and these people, and we might only peek back to the hilltop for a tiny bit. Maybe not even. All right, thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. For anyone hanging around, I just want to let you know we have a Days Gone event coming up. April 26th, we are starting the live stream gameplay. It is a post-apocalyptic video game. I just want to put that out there. I should have put it in the beginning of the video, but I forgot. So keep that in mind. Days Gone, April 26th. We are starting that. All right, thoughts and opinions down there. I'm done. Your turn. And go neck deep forever.